the next several videos, you're going to learn a little bit about the functions and features of another free third-party tool for your Amazon S3 account. This one's going to be called S3 Fox Organizer. See, this is kind of a plug-in or an add-on for your Firefox web browser. Now, if you have never used the Firefox web browser, these videos will add more reasons as to why you should start using it right away. S3 Fox Organizer, the free Firefox plugin for managing your Amazon S3 files, is another fantastic program, and not just because of the cost or lack thereof. In this video, we're going to go over the installation process and take a bit of a walk around the program just to show off some of its features. Let's go ahead and take a look. Now, to install the S3 Firefox Organizer, you have to get it first. And it's pretty simple too, because it's an add-on or a plug-in to your Firefox browser. So once we've got our browser opened up, Firefox it is, you can just do a quick search for S3 Fox. Would probably do it. Let's see what comes up. Amazon S3 Firefox Organizer, yepper, right there we go. You can do this. S3 Fox. This would be a good way to go right here, because this is the actual location, the website of the people that make this. And if we just click on this, because you can always go up here to, I believe it's Tools and Add-ons, and then navigate your way to S3 Fox Organizer. Or you can just go here. This works too, because here is some additional information. You might find some screenshots, and I think there's even a video in here too. But what would you need that for? You've got me. And you can go here to get some additional info. And then over here to the right, you click on the download link, and this will download the exe file or the plugin to your desktop. You simply install it, and just to be forewarned, let's go ahead and do that now. I think I've got it going on here. Firefox prevented this site, blah, 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 blah. And then click on allow if this happens. And then here you get this little error message. Don't sweat it, because this will come up most every single time. Author's not verified, but trust me, it's cool. You just click on install now, and then it will tell you that, okay, all is fine, and you just need to restart your browser. And then once you restart your browser, and by the way, if you've got a whole bunch of tabs open up here, whenever it says to restart your browser, don't sweat it. It will restart it with all those same tabs intact. So once you've got it downloaded, installed, then you're going to have this little character down here in the bottom right corner. I know I've got a lot of other stuff down here too, but you can click on this to access your S3 panel, or up here under Tools, click on that, and you can access your S3 right here as well. So let's go ahead. Now there's a bit of a difference. If we click on this one from Tools, then you're going to get this. Okay, it looks pretty much the same as an FTP client, kind of, sort of. On one side you got the remote or the S3 account. On the other side you've got the local or the computer. And down here you've got the queue, if you will, where it basically shows you what's taking place, your uploads, your downloads, and so on. Same holds true for the synchronized folder transfer, and we'll cover that in an upcoming video. Then over here basically tells you the same thing, only if it's working or it's not working. Haven't really figured out the need behind this, but whenever you start playing around and assigning, well, for example, whenever you assign permissions, that doesn't have anything to do with over here. It will show you over here what's taking place. Whenever you create a bucket, it will show you over here what's taking place, but not over here. So, okay, I guess there is a reason for this. I knew them people were smarter than I was, am. And if we just open this up by clicking this down here, then you're going to get a different view, less functionality, but it will show you what is available in your remote view, what's available on your S3 account. And you got a couple other tabs up here you can choose from. You can synchronize folders from here. You can check your preferences from here. But here, under the Tools options, you have much more flexibility, where you can upload, download, and you've got the import-export option, where you do not have here. So for me, this little guy down here collects a lot of dust, because I rarely use it. I always go to the Tools, select the S3 option, and then bing, bang, boom, here we go. Now here, as far as transferring from one to the other, you can in fact click, hold, and drag, or you can select, hit the arrow, and if we do that, for example, here, it'll give you some options to choose from. If you want to transfer this to a synchronized folders list, which we will cover this in an upcoming video, you have this option. If you want to set custom headers, you have the option, or you just want to upload the darn thing. You can get it on over there. Click that and forget it, it's going to go. and then it will show you the progress taking place down here. And oh yeah, by the way, it will not upload into the root directory. It would have to take place inside of a bucket. Okay, and we covered this in a prior video on another tool that when attempted to upload or transfer a file from your local, your computer, to the remote side or to the S3 account, and you're trying to do so in the root directory, it ain't gonna work. You got to do so inside of a bucket, or leastways at some point inside of a bucket, whether it's inside of a folder, inside of a bucket, or whatever, but it's got to be inside of a bucket. So that being said, let's get to a little bit of a tour here. Under preferences, not a whole lot here. This, you can just kind of get rid of this guy right here. Yeah, I mean, it looks cool. Actually, I never use it anyway, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. And we will get rid of that as soon as we refresh our browser. And as you can see, it is no more. And since I rarely use it anyway, yeah, it's a good place for it. Often a never never land. But it is there in case you want to opt it in again. Again, we just come on up to Tools, come on down and select S3, and there we are. Okay. And got the import export way beyond the course of this video. The import export option is available here, and really you won't find this very often in many other tools. Synchronized folders, we're going to cover this later on, and this is where you can determine which particular S3 account you want to be showing currently. Here's where you go to manage accounts, where you can add new accounts, delete accounts, and the rest of this here is pretty much the same as other tools insofar as creating additional buckets here. You can adjust the ACLs here. You can delete the darn thing that you got selected here, and this will simply refresh. Again, you can see this by hovering over these icons, and it'll tell you a little bit more about it. And that's going to bring us to the end of this video on the install and tour of S3 Firefox Organizer. Thank you very much for watching. You have a great day.